Hey guys, I'm Zara and this is Nicola.
Hi.
We're two dietitians at the LifeShape clinic.
Does this what we're about to say sound familiar to you, that you've got no time to cook healthy meals or you're too busy? That's a lot of things of what our clients say to us. So we just thought we'd put together some suggestions on things that might help you.
So I think we've both noticed the really upcoming rise in ready-made meals, convenience meals, delivery companies delivering you food at your door. It's all over my social media. I don't know how, what's going on there, but it's a new thing that we're
Absolutely, and obviously there's a market because people are busy in time. So we just thought we'd look at maybe some different things that you could do for lunch and for evening meals.
Yeah, and I mean, as dietitians, we like to obviously teach clients how to put together meals really quickly. I do think there is always time to eat healthy. I don't think that's even an excuse. If you want to eat healthy, you will eat healthy. We can teach you how though.
Absolutely, it all does come down to planning, and that might be another topic we can talk about another time, but
we'll save it.
If we look at maybe some quick and easy ideas that are healthy that we would promote for lunches, what would be some of your ideas?
Well, I am a creature of habit and I love my daily tuna can and salad for lunch, but just that is really quite boring. I always have different flavors and little additions in it, so it just depends on what you've got in your fridge or in your pantry. So tinned foods, tinned beans, tinned tunas,
even boiling up a couple of eggs. Yeah, absolutely.
Frozen veg in the freezer if the salad drawer is all gone.
Going to and getting salad packs from our supermarket. So it doesn't have to be that you have to go and buy anything special. You could just run past Coles or Woolies or Aldi or anything like that, and you can grab a tin of tuna, you can grab a bag of lettuce or some of the salad packs, even some little cherry tomatoes. Quickly, there we go, we've got a nice healthy meal.
And packed with protein and colour.
And not only that, how much would that cost versus trying to buy something like that out?
It'd probably cost $4 to make that and $10 to get the salad.
So it's convenient, it's also very cost effective, it's also healthy.
But I do understand though, I mean, you'd probably agree, people are generally actually so busy that they don't have time to even, it's just one of those weeks that I haven't even got any staples in the pantry left. So what are you going to do? And that's when these convenient meals, ready-made meals, or delivery companies are coming into play. I'm going to go through some of my, what I see as beneficial to that and what are the cons, I think, as well.
Absolutely.
I think obviously they're super convenient. They're cost-friendly sometimes. I guess like thinking of particular brands, like maybe $8 to $10 for a meal, might be cheaper than a $15 meal out or $20 meal out.
Absolutely.
And things like that. But to actually put together that meal, I still think you'd probably make, quite a few meals for the same price, like we just sort of said. No meal prep is really required if you get those pre-made meals. You just have to heat it up. So
absolutely.
There's no time and waste in the kitchen. Food waste, that's something
minimal.
You don't have anything going off. It's just your meal. It's portion controlled,
and that's the thing that I would always say, if you're looking at buying some of those or looking into them, go in with an idea of how many calories or kilojoules per meal you want to get as well, if you're trying to be part of a healthy meal plan, because some of them can be quite high.
And that's the other catch. So the cons, I would say, some of them can be filled with just empty calories that you don't really want. What I always say to people is you want to look for something with a good source of protein in it and lots of colour, which can be hard in especially frozen meals. They're typically pasta or ricey, and a little bit of chicken sprinkled on top, and maybe a little bit of gourmet coriander or something. There's no real veggies.
Not a lot of colour. And that's the thing, that when we're trying to look at a healthy plate, a quarter of our plate should be meat, if at all some carbohydrate on a quarter, and at least half our plate should be filled up with salad or lettuce. So I totally agree with you that some of those meals can be a little bit devoid of that colour, but we can easily prop that up if we want to, just by adding some fresh veggies.
If you've got stuff at home, and I even say that to clients as well. If you feel like it's, you want to add a bit more veggies, go for it.
Absolutely.
I would definitely say taste can be compromised in these meals. I am very much a flavoured person.
Yeah.
So, if you're getting just a bland dish or a frozen dish and it's all mushy and ugh.
It's interesting because obviously they've got to make it very generic, but you could add some different things to give it a bit of spice,
you've
so
got
to
stuff
try and
in
make
there.
it a bit more individualised.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What else? I was thinking from a personal point of view, being celiac and gluten-free, that limits my options severely, which then brings it back to me just being a really good planner with my food, because I don't want to rely on frozen meals if I can only have like one option.
Yeah, so as you said, frozen meals can be an option.
Yeah.
Then, you know, the delivered
Or the delivered meals, or the ready-made meals.
Absolutely, but even other things like having, you know, if you just went out and bought some small steaks and just froze them individually, and get some salad packs as well, so that as you come home, it might be just throwing the steak on the barbecue or on the grill, or even some fish or some chicken, and then while that's cooking, just quickly putting that salad together. Again, it's very cheap. And it's very quick.
So it's just whatever, you know, if you had that time to do that prep as well, or shop rather, for the week. But yeah, I think always keeping, like, I always have a little bit of chicken or something in the freezer as well as those backups, just in case, you know, you just don't have time in the week.
Absolutely. And I think also freezing them in little single portion packs is really good. You don't want to be pulling something else.
A whole tray of chicken, for one night. No, absolutely. I guess that's sort of my thoughts. Do you have anything else to add?
No, I think as you said, a lot of it does come down to just some planning and thinking, what does my week look like? Can I get to the shops? You know, even if you get, you know, walking to work realising I haven't got lunch today, and there's a supermarket that you can swing past, it isn't, you know, it's an extra 5 minutes, it doesn't take long. So it's just thinking ahead, but it's also looking and saying there are some options out there that we can, you know, in our busy lifestyle, and you know, it is a bad excuse to say I'm too busy when there are these options now.
We all have 24 hours in the day, and it's how you use them.
Absolutely. So no, you know, we endorse them. There's advantages, there's disadvantages.
Yeah, absolutely. They have a time and place for sure.
Absolutely. Well, what's the alternative?
Yeah, I would say if you were going to get a convenient meal, go for one of the healthier options and an easy takeaway drive-through.
And that's right. The alternative
high
is
fat.
People will not eat properly.
Or not eat.
Or they'll be, you know, having a meal that, as you said, would be a takeaway, which wouldn't be healthy. So that's the option or the alternative. Well, we hope that we've helped some people just with some ideas.
Any questions or comments, try below.